Yes, and welcome back to a brand new episode of DUD SPUD Quickies. As I always say, quickly in the intro, I just cover a load of films which I've seen or the boys have seen, so we're not going to do on DUD SPUD. So these are ones that would be perfect for the show, but because we've already seen them, just a quick run through of them. Also mention YouTube is always being dodgy with videos, so be sure to check my Rumble account. All the DUD Spuds are on there. No, none of them are blocked or whatever. So if you are enjoying these, go on my Rumble and you can check out more. Right then, so like the last episode, I think it was the last one, we're going to start this off with an absolute banger. And this film is incredible. Like, I do my best to try and show so many people this film because like no one really knows of it. Obviously, if you're really into your bad films, you're going to know of it. It came out in 1988 called Rage of a Ninja, right? Godfrey Ho film. So if you know Godfrey Ho, you know, right? This is absolutely like hilarious. It's like the main ninja guy was actually apparently like born in Cornwall, so within the UK. Like imagine that. He basically looks like a guy who's just got off the set for like a Start Your Hutch porn parody is the best way to describe how our main guy looks.
I was so close to becoming the ultimate ninja!
And he's our main guy, but then there's another guy in there, and it turns out this film is basically 3 other movies cut together, so when you're watching it, it's complete nonsensical. There's so many, like, why is that? How is he like that? Why? But it's a beautiful watch. It's disastrous, but goddamn, get yourself some drinks, whatever you want to do, and you will 100% enjoy this film. Bang, spud without a shadow of a doubt. Next one, right, is called Necromentia. It came out in 2009. Now, this has got an amazing cover. I remember when I saw this, I was instantly like, get it, gotta get it. Like, you know, just had to. And based on the cover alone, like, you know, really good effects on the monster when it looks at it. The way it's filmed is really cool. I quite like the actual colour grading of it. But overall, it's pretty boring, like, you know what I mean? Unfortunately, it's like, the monster in it is wicked. They should have made so much more use of it. A lot of the film is like a guy, like, down in, like, I don't know, like some fucking basement kind of thing that looks like a basement of a school or something. I don't fucking know. I guess that's where they filmed it. Some pretty decent gore when it gets into it, but overall, you know, it's an hour and 22-minute film. And unfortunately, I liked some of the things they do it, but they didn't do enough for me. So I was really, the cover, like you look at the cover there, you'll be like, yes. But, you know, you might like it, might enjoy it, give it a watch if you want to. But it's been a while since I watched it, so if I was to rewatch it, maybe I'd appreciate it a little bit more. But from what I remembered, it was kind of like, you know what, unfortunately, I'm going to have to say a dud just because the cover looks amazing and they had really good effects on it, but they just didn't do enough with it, unfortunately. I know it could have been a budget thing, but they had great ideas, just didn't follow through. Right, next one's a recent one, came out just last year, 2021, called Black Friday. Now, naturally, Bruce Campbell, Michael Jar White, they're both in this. Devon Sawa, I do quite like him as well. But they're the main reasons I was watching this. You know what I mean? It's like them, they're in there. It looked like quite a fun horror comedy. Yeah, it was okay, if I'm honest. I watched it, didn't mind it. But it was just one of the ones, by the end, I was just very like, is that it? Like, you know what I mean? Like, certain people I really like got taken out of the film a bit too early, I guess. But yeah, overall with this one, for like the cast lineup it had, and I was really looking forward to it. Some parts were okay and it was funny in moments, but overall I was just like, you know, when it was finished, I remember the credits roll and I was a bit like, a little bit disappointed, you know, for such a hype I was looking forward to in the cast lineup. Bruce Campbell's amazing in there, best part of it. Michael Jar White is great when he's in there, but like the main characters it follows I didn't like as much. So if they'd swapped that around, had other people in there more, I would have given it a spud, but I'll give it a dud just because it didn't quite make it for me. And, you know, I got, when it comes to Bruce Campbell, like, you know, there's a high level there, you know, no fucking about. Right, next one, quite an unknown one, called came out in 2015, called Yakuza Apocalypse. Mental film, this. Like vampires in the Yakuza and stuff, and then it goes weird and wild. It's quite fucking serious in points and that, but basically, when it gets right at the end, he fights a frog. If you know, you know. I've actually made a music video, actually. Like, not a music video, one of my beats I did ages ago. The whole video is just clips of that thing there. Oh, I tell you what, that scene alone, because you watch it and you're like, oh, it's quite mad. I don't really know what's going with it, but they just let loose at the end, and it's just like, I'm so happy they went there. I've got to give it to Spud. It's a crazy, crazy, crazy film, and not many people know of it. So hunt it out, Yakuza Apocalypse. Especially that part when he fights the guy dressed as a frog, you will not be disappointed. Right, this is going to be the most controversial one I'm going to probably do in all of the quickies, or one of them anyway. Some of you are going to fucking hate me for this one. This one came out in 1980, called Nightmare City. Very well known if you're into that kind of Italian horror. I'm pretty sure it's an Italian horror one. Yeah, this one, I'm gonna be honest with you, there was some okay gore in it, but nah, like zombies are like appearing, disappearing, literally like ding ding, out of frame. They kind of like more humans and zombies, and makeup's not very good. And they just like, it's like using sledgehammers to smash it up from what I remember. I just remember when I was watching this going, what the fuck is this? You know, I love The Beyond, as I've mentioned, and them type of films. So, you know, I really appreciate a good zombie film. I see us gets good ratings, but nah, like, you know, people are like, oh, it's one of the first times to use fast zombies. Well, the zombies new, it literally appear and disappear. It's a very cheap one. I just remember even when I watched it, I was like, I'll never watch it again, never had the urge to, so that got a dud for me, considering, like, you know, the hype was behind it. Massive letdown in my opinion. If you like it, cool, because I know a lot of people do, but nah, Nightmare City, what a boring film I found overall. Right then, this is a trilogy of films. Awesome, awesome, awesome trilogy of films. Really self-aware. Weren't fucking about. Love the style. Love all the actors and the characters in there. Gory as shit. The Feast trilogy. First one came out 2005. I think the next one was like 2007. I think the third one came out a bit later. But literally all these are like one film. You watch a first, where the second begins is right at the end of the first. Where the third begins is right at the end of the second. Literally, you can watch all these as one long film. And I would say do it. If you're going to watch these, because trust me, I think once you've watched the first one, you're going to be like sold, want to see the rest. So you may as well get all three of them. Know you've got a good few hours ahead of you, but you won't regret it. All of these are mad, like all these like demon monster things take over the town. It's got a kind of tremorish feel mixed with like, I don't know, it's a few films I've seen similar to it, but does its own thing. It's crazy, it's out there, I loved it. So for me, Feast trilogy, get Spud, all three of them. Go for it, you won't be disappointed in my opinion. Fantastic films. This fucking film. So I watched this after seeing a review about it because I had to see for myself. It was one of them things. Sadistic guy I am, put myself through it. It's called Robot in a Family, but it's also got an alternative title of A Robot Named Gold Digger. Oh my fucking god. The guy in this film, the main guy, is actually in the Matrix, a first and a bald guy who ends up screwing them all over. But he's like the main guy in this. He builds a robot with the intention of trying to find gold, and it's the most annoying thing ever. There's not a single second in this film where there's a bit of silence, like, you know what I mean? The robot's constantly annoying, there's people constantly shouting behind him. It's just a mess of a film. Chaos is the best way to describe film, but not in a good way.
$100,000. I've got your bid. Thank you. I won again.
It just makes your brain start melting, and you're just like, ugh. After watching this, I definitely lost brain cells. I was close to needing therapy. Robot in the Family, so annoying. One of the most annoying films. Audio, mixing, just how it's put together. It's just terrible. Really bad film. Really, really bad film. Like, you know, it will do you mental harm watching it. So Maniacal Mac says mental health warning, don't watch this fucking film. Like, not in a way of like fuck you up because it's traumatizing. Well, it's just a terrible film. It's just not how not to make a film in every way. Don't watch it. Right. Next one, wicked film. Again, not that well known. Came out in 2004, called Skin Deep. Yeah, just fucking fun film. It don't take itself too serious. It's kind of really funny at points. It's got Ward Davis in there, who's played the Leprechaun. He's plates, and he's just literally just got plates, and this thing is just throwing plates at you and shit. The main monster in there with the metal fucking mouth's actually pretty good. The effects, pretty decent gore in here, low budget, but yeah, I enjoyed the characters, enjoyed how it was done. Everyone was having, like, you know, quite a laugh in it by the looks of it, you can tell. So I won't say no more about this, except do yourself a favour, hunt it out. Skin Deep, we'll get the Spud for sure. Really enjoyed it, really fun film. Couldn't recommend it anymore. Next one, made by the same person who made Skin Deep, apparently. This one came out a bit later, though. 2013, this one, right? Oh, this one called Saint Bernard, right? Fucking hell, I watched this the other day. It's basically Eraserhead. It's like a modern day Eraserhead in a way. This is what it says. A classical music conductor unravels into the abyss of insanity. That's a perfect description. This film is like Eraserhead. You're watching it just for a ride. The dude finds like a Saint Bernard's decapitated dog's head, which he takes around with him, and it's like, it's just mad. And then he's just meeting all these weird characters, loads of weird shit going on. Can't even start to explain it 'cause it's so mad. I think there's like at one point like a potato with arms and legs just starts shitting like a hose pipe. Warwick Davis is in there briefly. Loads of just, it's like fucking without taking drugs, you know what it's like to fucking take acid. It's one of these films. I'm close to giving it a dud, but I appreciate that it was like a modern day Eraserhead. Again, not for everyone. I probably wouldn't watch this again, but it left an impact on me, so for that really I have to just give it a spud, but just more so for the creativeness and all that. But again, not everyone's cup of tea. Probably most of you would be like, why do you even have a spud, Mac? You're crazy. But I kind of appreciated it for what it tried to do. Last one we're going to end on. I've spoke about some like one of the writers I believe is involved in this, but it was some of the people, the same company who do like Hotel Inferno, Adam Chaplin, so I'm a massive fan. This one came out 2017 called Suite 313. Now it's about like this guy. It's all again like what they've done with this one, because a lot of their films is like first person view with the Hotel Inferno. What they've done, they've taken like, you know, with Resident Evil 4 when it's over the shoulder. The whole film is like that, over the shoulder view. So it's like you're like kind of like how you play in Resident Evil 4. The whole film is like that, and it's all following him. There's no other cuts except maybe now and then he'll do like from his point of view what you'll see and stuff. But it's basically this kind of guy. He's got to go into this sweet apartment, and he said like there's like demons in there, so it sounds wicked and all that. You know, being a Necrostorm, I'd be into it and that. But yeah, it's kind of like drags on quite a lot. Like it's not even that long of a film. It's only an hour and 3 minutes. I remember being, oh, it's only an hour. That'll be fucking an hour of full on madness. It's only like, if I recall, like maybe 3 scenes of like super gore and shit going on. A lot of it is trying to be tense and it's taking ages. And then once something happens, you're like, okay, cool, it gets into it. But then it's a bit of a wait until anything else happens, and it all happens in like obviously a really small place, so you know, not much environment's going on, which it doesn't need to, but it kind of doesn't help it in a way. So out of all the Necrostorm films, there's been a couple I haven't been too keen on, but this is probably the one I did enjoy most. So when it gets to the gore, and that pretty good for what they did, but for an hour and only an hour and 3 minute film, you know what I mean? Like, I think after about 40 minutes max, I was like, fuck, how is this not already finished? So unfortunately, good attempt at that, but no dud on this one, just because Necrostorm's put out too much other dope stuff. Like the idea what they were doing, but yeah, it was just too boring for my like, and they should have done what Hotel Inferno done, just went full out. I know it means a budget, but then make that little bit of extra budget, like, because you were kind of doing it throughout the film. But yeah, alright, well, that's been it anyway. I believe episode 5 of Quickies this is now. So yeah, these are just quick ones we do while in between the main episodes of DUD or SPUD. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Hopefully this film's you've come across, never heard of, or if there are films and you know of them, tell me in the comments what you think, whether you agree, whether you think I'm mad for some of it, whether you think I'm right in them, or even if there's films you can suggest, say like, have you ever seen these? Because it might spark me and go, shit, I have seen it, I'll chuck down one of these episodes, or if I've never seen them, could be a future down the line DUD or SPUD episode. But hope you enjoy. Maniacal Mac out. Peace.
Maniacal Mac.